Hey, Kyle here. Um, about time I made a video of my orcs. Now this is not much. I'm holding my camera, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. I'll keep it as stable as I can. I got one of those little cell phone size travel cams. It's good. It's high definition, but it just has some trouble focusing in low light. So if I try to show close-ups of certain models, I apologize if they're blurry. So this is my army so far. One guy over here has one arm off. I'm going to paint this arm on separately. It'll be very easy. But this is my run herd with 10 Gretchen. I have 8 out of 10 of the Gretchen painted and ready for any basing that I need to do. I have a nice little paint scheme made for them. Let's see if I can get down in here. Basically burgundy, bone bleached with brown wash over them, devil mud. Let's see if I can focus it a little bit. Nope, it's not going to focus for me. There we go. It's focusing now. I got a nice little color scheme going with a red and green whenever. Basically, any hats or helmets are green, and any clothing or armor is red or green, depending on what's what. As this guy here has red armor plate with the green little teeth parts are green. The color scheme for these guys is a green. These guys are painted with a yellow. These 3 guys. I'll show you these 3 guys in a moment. I bought these from someone. Basically the color scheme is a red with a lime green armor. Basically a lot of the armor is going to be limeish green with red stuff painted onto it, or not red but black stuff painted on it. On this guy, this is one of my fully painted orcs. He does have one of the Ardboy shoulder pads, except I might not play him as Ardboys. I just got shoulder pads on them, random models. I'm gonna paint like red teeth, red type of teeth on them, and make it all look a little chipped off and worn away, stuff like that. But that's basically the basic color scheme of this freebooter warband, because there's never really any necessary color scheme for freebooters. They do have striped pants, and I am going to attempt to paint striped pants. But I gotta experiment with it and see if I can do it properly. Figure out how to do it without screwing it up. But I'm gonna probably do some black striped pants, maybe some other colored striped pants. I do have a half painted guy right here. You gotta touch him up a little bit. It's blurry, I know. I gotta touch it up, paint some little bits. And I know that I have these guys, some with Shudas and some with Sluggas. I'm going to get a second box of orcs, and I'm going to basically make a Shuda squad and then a Slugga squad, and then slowly expand them into larger squads. This is the knob for them. I did some conversion work. I cobbled together a bigger gun. It probably will count as a big Shuda. Let's see if I can get focus on it. It's basically it's a twin-linked Shuda. It's just that it fires so many rounds so fast, might as well call it a twin-linked weapon. Plus, I just wanted to make a nice big rifle-looking gun. It looks pretty good. And then I repositioned the power axe so that it doesn't look too silly. Because normally when you try to put this on with the way the shoulder's angled, the blade will be like behind his shoulder. And it just looks stupid. So I shaved it down and sculpted the arm into the shoulder, so it's permanently on there. I'd destroy all of my work if I did that. I've got a big Shuda over here because they're assault 2 or 3. You can move and shoot them. And I got this guy all commandoed out because he kicked ass in one of my previous Necromunda gangs. So his name is Ard Ed, and he's kind of decked out and stuff. It's kind of like the MVP of a lot of my games. And, you know, I got half of them painted up. I got half of them primed because I might add some more bits to the other guys, especially the Shudas. And I got one Shuda primed and ready to paint. I just clipped off the little spikes, so there's some variation because I have a guy and my big Shuda has the same helmet. Now, on to these guys. These guys I bought from someone. I'm going to try to stabilize it as much as I can with my hands. These guys I bought from someone. I got a really good deal on them. Apparently he's saying these are old Rogue Trader models with some conversion work done to them. This guy is currently my war boss. He is on a very nicely made base with clay pieces. Basically, it's broken up clay. And there is no. This is the one with some damage on it. But it has a very nicely sculpted base. Has some sculpting work there, and it's got a nice paint job. The only real conversion work that's on it is this on its back. It is wobbly because you used an old twisty tie on the back to hold to make it look like that the blade is actually bound to his back. It doesn't come off. It's nothing to really worry about. I might super glue it a little bit, but I don't want to risk anything. It's on there pretty good. It's just because of the old twisty tie, or not twisty tie, old hairband, that it's kind of wobbly on there. It does have a back heavy problem, but I'm going to fill the spackling with fill the base with some spackling and maybe put a coin under there to weight it down so it doesn't fall back. I'm going to save the best for last. I got a weird boy here. I'll view him up here because it'll be better because I'll be viewing him from farther away. This is a very nice little model. He's got staples on his head as if he's had brain surgery, or as if his brain was transplanted. It's also got some nice blue hair. Very nice blue hair. Nicely highlighted and everything. This is the one that has a little chip off of the clay piece. I'll probably patch that up, which shouldn't be too hard. It looks like it's just a dark gray color. And he's got a little Grodd on the top, picking his nose with his tongue, and he also has a skull bound onto his head with old hairband pieces. He's also got a rubber band wrapped around the gun. And look orky, and I think it works. A little slugger. And it's got a nice little staff. Not orky, but hey, it's a weird boy. It works. And he'll be my weird boy in my army. And now to go down here. This is my favorite one out of the three. This is my mech boy, or big mech. It'll probably just be my big mech. He's got a nice conversion work on him. Some simple conversion work. He's got a servitor servo arm on his as an arm, and that could easily count as a power claw. And then some grenade launcher, which I might just count as a death beam or something. Maybe maybe a combi rocket launcher. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I put these guys in. He's got a nice servo arm on him, and he's got a Space Marine backpack that's been chopped up. Looks like it's bound to him with wire, and he's got some little smokestack pieces, which actually look like a couple of barrels to some guns that were just bound all together and glued on there. It looks like little smokestacks. But I really love this guy. There is some stuff that I could touch up on. That green cable doesn't go into the backpack completely. It could have gone to the backpack if it were angled right, but I'm not going to tear it apart and try to repair it, because I don't know all the paints that he used to make this, because it just looks really good all the way it is. I might just stick some green stuff in there and then paint it with a little bit of black. Just not even put any primer on it. Just stick some grain stuff in there, sculpt it in there, and then just paint it over. And I'm going to be making a custom base for him. I'm going to be popping them off the base and making a custom one, and then painting it all up and super gluing them on. I might actually do some planks, some wooden planks, because these are freebooters after all. You know, so I might just make a base that's like wooden planks with some tech integrated into it. You know, like have a plank that's broken up off of it and then have some wires hanging out of it. Ooh, that'd actually be pretty nice. Have like a broken plank with wires. That would actually be pretty nice. I'll have to think about that. So overall, this is a very basic list. When I start building up my chaos, I'm going to try to stabilize as much as possible, so it's not all wobbly like whirr. Once I get my chaos rolling, when I get the starter set and get them all set up, and when the codex starts, when the new codex comes out, this will be my supporting force. This will eventually become a full-fledged army, but I want to get my chaos rolling and really going, and having this as a viable supporting list. Like, I'll have my big mech, and then maybe some boys, with maybe even keep the Gretchen. Just have 2 big squads of boys, and then maybe have battle wagon that's a Rus. I want to get a Layman Russ and make a Rusbot, and make that my battle wagon. Have that in there, and maybe have some of the Gretchen or the boys hang out in it and run across the field. Maybe even get a Balma. I don't know. I'll get stuff when I plan it. When it comes to that point. It's just with the allied system, there's so much you can do. And eventually I'll get some demons. Because now that demons are supporting force, you can actually, Chaos Space Marines can have demons now as brother at arms. But let me know what you think. I know a lot of the video was blurry. I will try to get some better lighting. I gotta get a lamp. But once I get a lamp and I can get some better lighting, it'll focus better. And I can get some actual videos up, and then I'll do videos of the completed units. You probably won't see a video of this unit until I get a second one, because I got some Shootas and Sluggas. But when I play with them, before I get the second unit, they'll all be Sluggas. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm gonna hop off here before I go on and on and on. This is KyleXPie665 signing out. Bye-bye. Sorry if it's a little wobbly. And also I'll have some pictures up after this. So, bye.